Alrighty, hi there. Uh, Today I'm going to be showing you my version of the 3x3x3 break cube spell. So, pretty much the goal is we want to be able to break an entire cube on any face we're looking at, whether it be up, down, the sides, whatever. And yeah, so let's get started with it. My version of doing it's a little different from how others. I made an entire like offset cube, like starting with 0, 0, 0 in the middle, and then offsetting, 0, 1, 0 going up, etc., and then adding that to pretty much what's going to be the middle block. So let's go ahead and take a look at it and then build it together. How it works is not, I mean, I don't know if simple is the word. I was using this to learn about the Thoth's Gambit, which I still don't fully understand, but I got this to work, so that's what matters, right? Anyway, so pretty much what we're going to do to begin with is do vector reflection, which is a counterclockwise circle here, and that's going to give us our initial 0, 0, 0. And then what we're going to do is take a copy of that, because we're going to keep the original and then we're going to work with our copy, and then I'm going to be adding and subtracting all of the vectors to it. So we'll do the like x, or I guess start with y, the y vector reflection. I like to describe it as starting with a column, and whether you do that negative by accident, I don't like doing it, but it doesn't matter because we add and subtract, so positive or negative, it doesn't matter. And then what we're going to do, since we want to make two changes, we're going to take a copy of both of those top items there, our original 0, 0, and what we're using to modify it with the, is it Dioscurry? Dioscurry? I think it's Dioscurry. I literally just looked at the pronunciation 30 seconds ago, but anyway, that copies the top two iotas there. And then we're going to go ahead and add the first one. And then this is what we just made. And then these two are what we want to now modify. So we're going to use, what was it called? Pretty much we're going to send it to the back here with, that's rotation gambit 2. Sent that to the back, and now we subtract these two. So now we have all three of these together, and we can kind of mark 3 and then put them together here. Is that right? Yeah, cool. See, and now we have our starting list. I guess I could build the entire thing, but I'm gonna go, I guess I'll show you a little bit more stuff. So the next section, what we're gonna do is we start getting into the Thoth's Gambit stuff. Pretty much we have our list here. We're gonna copy what we just did. So we're gonna make an original copy of it because we want this to remain, and we're gonna then make modifications that get added onto the list. So now we had the Y, so now we're going to go ahead and do X counterclockwise. We want to be positive, but it doesn't matter. Then copy the top two iotas. We're going to add the first one. Switch it. We're throwing it down. This, I kind of remember this, it kind of goes downward. Then we subtract the second one. And then we don't need to do all that because it's already in a list together. We're actually finished with it. And then Thoth's gonna put that on all together. Now these are in the incorrect order. We actually need to swap these to be in the correct input order for this command. And boom, now we have a 9 length item. And then we're gonna do that again for the other one. I guess I can just show it all. Doesn't take much time. Make a copy of it. For Z, Dioscurry, add, send it to the back, subtract, close that off, come on, and then we're swapping these with the Jester's Gambit there, then, now we have literally whole 27 iterations. That is our entire cube, and then you can, do with that as you will. You can use it for all kind of spells. But what we're going to do is pretty much, I need to look at a block if I'm going to do this actually. Look right there. We're going to grab the location of a block. Oh, this is so I have actually all of the slides of the names of stuff on the side, so I could try to use the names. I don't know the names, but I forgot to do the two hammer-looking doodads there. Pretty much the one for looking at the block, and we're also going to do the one for looking at the face of the block. Now, usually you add these together, but that would give you the spot on top of the block. We actually are going to subtract them, which will give us the spot below the block, which, if you hadn't guessed, that becomes the middle of our cube. So once we have that location, we're now going to hit add. So we subtracted these two items, and now we're going to add. Pretty much, ThoughtScam is going to add our new value to all of our offset numbers. Come on, there we go. Gotta switch the iteration, switch the locations. Then we, boop, now we have all the numbers. Pretty simple. Then all we gotta do now is draw this counterclockwise. We break the block. Don't forget to switch. And see? And now I'm going to draw that all over again to put it into a focus real quick. So I'm actually doing something different. If you notice at the beginning, adding 000 and 001 and all that stuff, adding them all to 0 is kind of silly because it literally is like just starting off this way. So what I'm going to do is, wait, counterclockwise, so I'll mess it up. I'm just gonna put those together like that. Anyway, all right, so let's build this. I'm gonna start off with 0. Then we're gonna get our positive y equals 1. That's a negative. Positive. It doesn't matter. What are you doing? Positive y1, negative y1. Then I got 3 numbers here. 1 times 2. Stretch it up there. Will it catch? Yep. 3. And then put them into a list. Great. So we have our start here. Make a copy of the list. Grab what we're going to use to modify it. So we're going to do X. We need to make a copy of the top 2 things. Add the first one. Send that result to the back. Subtract second one. And that's that. Except things aren't in the right order for processing. Switch it up. Process it. Wow. Alrighty. Now, guess what we're going to do? We're going to make a copy. Doesn't matter. Just continue what you're doing. All right. This time we're doing Z. We need 2 copies of it. Add the first one. Send that sucker to the back. Subtract the second one. Close it up. I'm not playing music. All right. Switch them. Ba 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 ba. Boom. All right. We're almost done. Now we just got to go and decide where we're going to put this. So grab a block. Then we're going to grab an offset by using our block face we are peeking at. Remember, you're subtracting these. Don't accidentally add it like you're used to doing. Subtracting those, but now we're going to add all that to our original offset list. Don't forget to put them in the correct order for processing. Now, what did we want to do with this? We wanted to break the block, which is counterclockwise, starting at the small side. Boom. As always, switch the order and boom. Then we're going to use, what is this? Scribe's Gambit. Write this sucker to the focus or whatever you got. Boom. And then I have a little trinket here that I didn't want to pick up stuff. All it's going to do is, it reads Scribe's Reflection, and then it Hermes executes it. And then I got a bunch of stuff at the end of it there just to make some noise. So I don't like the thonks. So instead, when I, aside from the really, it's a really loud break noise. Anyway, yep, as you can see, it works on every single surface. Let's get to the stone. This is, I don't like that. Yeah, that's a lot more satisfying. But yeah. Pretty nice. I guess one more thing. So this is, I don't have, I should have showed you how much dust it actually uses, but I didn't set the thing up right, and I don't want to spend a bunch of time. Pretty much what I can't make any guesses on it. Anyway. Okay. My ADHD is kicking in, so I'm going to cut it here. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, I'll do my best. I've only started this a month ago, so don't expect too much from me. Thank you, and have a good night.